Experian Travel, a subsidiary of Cruise Planners Travel Advisor, is merely a selling agency and makes no warranty expressed or implied. Each Cruise Planners is individually owned and operated. Experian Travels and Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and a very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. Our travel advisors will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. We specialize in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation just for you.
One of the key principles we like to teach our members at Phil's Stock World is be the house, not the gambler. Stand around a casino, and every day you'll see thousands of people walk through the doors and play various games of skill and chance, and yet none of them are likely to ever be as rich as the person who owns the casino. That, over the long run, the odds are always in his favor. This is not gambling, it's a mathematical fact. How would you like us to teach you how to use this simple mathematical concept to turn investing from gambling into earning by teaching you to be the house? This is the key to learning how to be a true investor in the stock market and not just a hapless trader of stocks. Or, to sum it all up, we'll teach you to be the house and not the gambler.
Guests and audience, and are not those of the host, this station, media platforms, its management. The Hemp Boca Show is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Any information related to CBD products providing during the show are not intended to treat, diagnose, prevent, or cure, or make any medical claims. Before using CBD, Gene and Chris recommend you seek advice from a medical professional. Keep all CBD products away from children. Women who are pregnant, trying, or breastfeeding should not use CBD or hemp products unless instructed by your medical doctor. Hemp Boca's products are made in the USA from an FDA-registered facility that also carries the GMP, Good Manufacturing Practices, Organic, and ISO, International Standards Organization certificates. To access lab reports, visit www.hempboca.com. You must be 18 years or older to purchase product from Hemp Boca.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, that's a good way of starting.
Welcome to the Hemp Boca Show, guys. I'm Jean
Yes.
and my co-host Chris.
Yes.
We're here live in, I almost said Del Rey.
I know.
Our new studio, Boca
We're
Raton.
done with Del Rey. Come on now. We're done.
No, we're not done with Del Rey. We love Del Rey.
Merry
we love
Christmas.
Boca. Merry Christmas Eve to you.
I know.
As
I
we are
can't
getting
believe it.
ready for our trip to Thailand this evening.
Yes.
This will be our show.
Yeah.
Second to the last show before we end the year with
Yeah.
a bang. It's been a great year, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
It's been fast.
It
Went by
has been
very,
fast.
very fast.
How much
I
we've
still-
accomplished, how the growth that we have and the people that we've
Yeah.
met. You
I
know,
know.
it's,
We have a lot to be
Humbling.
thankful for.
yes,
Definitely.
it is. So
regardless of what we're, our
about to encounter.
Yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
go through tribulations. You go, highs and lows.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes you stronger.
Yes.
Whether it's personal or professional. And for Hemp Boca, we've had plenty of those days, but it's, I think 2020 is ultimately going to be a very good year for us. I really believe that.
Well, 2019 has been a great year for us also.
It has.
a learning curve and a growth. I mean, huge growth. And it's just setting us up for next year.
Yeah, no, it has. I mean, I'm very thankful. I mean, even way back when we started.
Yes.
I
know.
April,
I still remember
2018.
I still remember the first day.
Yeah,
Yes. It was
But-
like yesterday.
but those are great memories, though.
They are great memories.
We
It's been-
definitely have a book to write. That's for sure.
Oh,
But,
you and your book. You want to write everybody's book.
Yes. Hey, come on. When you believe it, people come on.
I don't want to write books. I don't like reading. So,
Unless it's about yourself.
yes. No. I don't like
Yes.
reading about myself.
No, come on.
No,
No,
enough
yeah.
about us. How is Ariana? You saw her. How is she? I have not seen her in ages. How tall is she now? She like
She's
here?
getting
Here?
there. She's a little whippersnapper, is that how you call it? I don't know. No, Ariana, Daddy loves you, and I'm sorry that I'm not going to be around you, but I promise you, what Daddy's doing is going to make up for it. The time that we're not spending together, and I love you dearly, and you're growing, and everything that Daddy's doing today with Gina is all for you. Just
Hi,
remember
Ariana.
that. You know, we're so I love you, and you know, keep up being in control, because you are in control.
She is a little controlling little, rascal.
Well, I found out
she's
today
a
that
gorgeous little girl,
Yeah, I
but
found out
I feel for her future husband.
oh no, I feel for the future. I feel for the boys. See,
She's got nothing
Ariana,
on her.
As she gets older, she'll understand where her daddy stands, and you know what Daddy is capable of doing. No, but you know what the thing about her is that I
Yes.
find out that
You and Uncle-
she's
and
a
Uncle
little, she likes
Joe.
to push
Your buttons.
boys. No, it's
Oh,
cool.
push
Let me-
boys?
Can I
Oh.
finish my sentence?
You know that wouldn't be a show if I didn't
I
cut
know.
in.
That's true, though. I would miss you cutting me off, though. That'd be great. But so I was telling her mom today, I was like, you know, that's good. You know, that's the way Daddy would like to, you know, wants to
Yeah,
hear.
to see
But,
his daughter bully boys.
I remember, I can tell you a funny story. I'll tell you. I think you know about this stuff. Like about
Yeah,
a month or
go
so
ahead.
ago, I call up and I asked her mom if I could speak to Ariana. And I can hear Ariana in the background. She's all excited. And I haven't talked to Ariana in a while because I was traveling. And, you know, she gets on the phone and I was like, I always call her Daddy. So, hey, Daddy, how you doing? Daddy loves you and
I
misses
never
you.
asked you. Why do you call her daddy?
It's just a cute thing. I mean, it's in reference to, you know, I don't know.
Is it you like
Their
hearing your
moms,
name?
I call them Mommy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just kind of odd for
She's
me.
Daddy.
You know, it's like you're a daddy and you're calling your daughter daddy.
It's a cute way of just like a.
Okay,
you
what
don't
about
understand.
when she's 18?
Of course not. You do it when they're baby.
Well, she's
Oh,
she's gonna
Gene,
have that in
oh,
her
Gene,
mind.
oh,
Like,
Gene.
why aren't
Do
you
know how
calling me
many-
daddy?
Do you know how many parents they call say hi mommy or hi daddy when they're a child, not when they're grown.
I've never called my
Well,
children
that's
mommy
you.
or
Well, you're missing out
daddy.
because it's cute. That's all I got to say about that.
I call my child, my boys when they're little, pumpkin. I mean,
All
cute
right, so it's an
little- or
endearment. It's just a
babies.
simple endearment.
Yeah,
It's just that's your terminology. That's fine. Everybody's different.
you're totally different. Yes.
Yeah, I'm proud of it too. So she gets on the phone and she's talking to me, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, Ariana, so how's school? What you doing? And then she goes, oh, school's fine. And then I hear, Ma, here, I don't feel like talking to him. And I was like, that was about 20 seconds into the call.
Short attention span.
Yes.
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 Like some people.
Yeah.
We
Well,
know.
she's a female, so that's that.
Oh, you ladies out there, you hear that coming from an
Yes.
Italian here.
Yes, definitely. But she's already got an attitude. So the little Italianness is coming out every now and then. But she does have an attitude. She's
Nothing
she's
wrong with
so
nothing wrong
cute,
with a little
though.
sass.
So cute.
I'm sure she's.
Oh my
adorable.
gosh, the wavy hair's coming out now. Like she's really, it's interesting because you see the difference as your child grows.
Is
You know,
your
like,
is her mother allowing her to grow her hair
yeah,
now?
it was the grandmother. That was
the grandmother.
That was the butcher.
Okay.
But
We won't go there.
no, never again. I think Camillea's, the mom agreed with me on that. So no more tomboyish looking haircuts.
Okay.
But what about you? Come on, talk about your sons. They're wonderful guys, and I love them dearly.
Yes,
and
they're boys.
How are they?
They're boys. We boys. Colin's playing. Still playing baseball.
Mm-hmm.
He's in school, and Bijan is helping out his father with the business. But we celebrated. Thanks to you, you had taken him out for a nice Christmas dinner.
Yeah,
An
no,
early
my
Christmas dinner
gosh.
because we're not going to be here since
Yeah. No, it was a
for
great time.
holidays
You know how I
for
feel
them.
about your kids and your brother, so
Yeah, they're good.
But,
They're good. I mean, they're all grown up. They're not mommy's little babies anymore.
No,
I
they're
still
always-
call
they always
them,
will be.
and they always, in my eyes.
And you'll call him a baby.
I
You'll call him
always-
baby. Hi, baby.
I call-
You will.
No, I still do.
Yeah,
I don't call him daddy.
it's okay.
Or mommy.
It's okay.
I call them, honey, baby.
Unbelievable.
Because as a mom, I carried them for 9 months. So I
Well, there's
think
a
I have
special
to.
I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
Of course.
They were in my
There's that
womb for
bond.
9 months. So I'm entitled.
Yeah.
So we have a special today since we don't have, we don't
Yeah,
have
no,
any guests.
we
wanted
wanted
to make
just
this
be
little,
ourselves. I mean, this
little
is the end of the
close-knit.
year. I still can't believe it. We've been doing the show over a year now.
I know.
Right?
Thanks to
We're
Freddie
growing.
and Dawn.
We're growing,
grown
and we
and
got a
we're-
lot of
we're
room
learning.
for growth. Yeah, and
Yeah,
Freddie
a lot
and
of
Dawn
room for growth.
from the Brooklyn Cafe.
I still remember the first day of airing on the radio.
old studio,
I had to have a drink. But at that time, it wasn't. It was during. We had our time. It was between 7 to 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so over
Or time.
the small
In
studio
the evening. In the evening, so we were able to drink.
Yeah.
But in the afternoon, who drinks in the afternoon?
Do you remember the time where
I don't need a drink anymore.
remember the time where we were all sitting there and I come around and pouring drinks and then you moved the computer forward and the wire cable dumped the wine all over the. We had just cleaned it.
Yeah, Freddie
Well,
was not happy.
We cleaned it.
No,
No,
just,
it was before we went on.
yes,
It was just, and we actually cleaned it like it was
Within
great,
seconds, yeah.
impeccable timing.
I know.
You know,
It
with
was-
like
yeah, it was a
three
lot of-
rolls of paper towels.
And we
in.
had footages of all those things that had happened
Yeah.
in between and before and after.
Yeah.
It would have been a good what is it? Bloopers. What is that show? Bloopers.
Practical,
Yeah,
and
jokes.
stuff like that. but I wanna. It's like, we just do a show one day a week for 1 hour, and I think it would be cool to just kind of reminisce 2019.
Okay.
Kind of like, I think we've done a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot to be proud
So,
of.
what did you want to reminisce about?
Well, first, I want to do a shout out and thank you to all the customers.
Oh yes. First and foremost, customers, viewers, listeners. We thank you
have
and appreciate
Repeat
all
customers,
Yes.
yeah. There's always room to grow. There always will be room to grow as far as helping as many more people as we can.
And we're so imperfect. We need your advice and your questions to help us do better on our show. So please write in, call in at 561-330-5655, or you can email us at info
at hempoka.
at hempoka.com or media at hempoka.com.
No, I mean, I think what I like about how we work is that we're just, we're humble. We're real.
Well, we have to shout out to our cuz,
Oh,
Joe.
yeah?
Thank
Did
you.
he text us?
He just-
Cuz, did
we
you
were
text? You better text me.
He says his mom. Yes, he still calls his mom mommy. No, my mom still calls me mommy. Oh yes.
Oh,
she
yeah.
does.
See?
Well,
Thanks,
so is that an
cuz.
Italian thing?
See,
I'm
thanks,
sorry,
cuz.
it's not a Thai thing.
Hey, that's
Or
my cuz
I
Joe
have a-
Mignon. You got to watch. He has
From
a
A Guy Thing
fantastic
podcast. Fabulous.
He's doing extremely well. It's called A Guy Thing Podcast on Instagram and on throughout social media. Please give him some kudos. Subscribe. It's it's free to subscribe. He's not like that type of person. He's a wonderful guy. I love him dearly.
And he's
so
exclusive with Bare Knuckle.
Well, yeah.
No,
I mean,
it's-
and other things too. We can't really mention right now, but he's growing, and
tremendously.
And
Has
kudos
growth.
to you, Joe, for all that you're doing on your own.
Merry Christmas and Happy
Merry
New Year
Christmas,
to you.
And we'll
see you
definitely give you
next
a
year.
shout out after the show. I'm going to call Aunt and Uncle too.
Yes. Let's see if I remember all the family. Aunt Val, and Uncle Al, Aunt Kat, Uncle. Oh, Aunt Ange, Grandma, and Uncle Vinny.
Hey, cousin, why don't you call
Sorry,
in,
Joe.
cuz?
Sorry. Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh man. Anyway,
Who
No,
knows?
but
Who am I missing?
I'm waiting.
Oh, you don't even know.
No.
Joe, he doesn't even know. He's not helping me here.
Not nice. Not nice. I was waiting for Joe to call in. Just give him a reason to call in.
Sorry. He's probably working. He probably can't call in.
No, Christmas Eve.
Oh, is he off?
Joe, give us a call. 561-843-6870 or Jean's phone.
Or not.
I'm not even going to give out her phone number. I just gave out mine. I don't care. Anybody wants to call, say hi.
Well, no, you know what? Something that our professor had emailed us earlier this week on this article from CDC, that is Centers for Disease Control.
Oh, look who's calling. Of course you picked the one who's better looking.
Here's Joe McNone from A Guy Thing calling in. And hello, Joe. Hello. Hi.
Yeah, it's cousin Joe, not uncle.
Uncle Joe.
I don't know about that.
Well, Merry Christmas Eve to you. We probably won't be able to contact you once we're in air.
No, we're going to call you.
I wanted to just send you guys off, wish you very safe travels on your trip to Thailand, and of course, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you so much.
You guys, and I wish I was there with you, but I'll be there in spirit. And I was watching. I finally got a chance to watch because I'm always working when you guys are on. And
Right.
Yeah.
I'm off, and I'm like, yes, I finally get to watch the podcast. And it was so funny. You brought me up, and you brought up the whole.
Yeah, cuz I mean, it is,
Yeah, can you shed a light on that for me?
I mean, it's nothing wrong with saying daddy and mommy, to your
I'm
kids.
just how I was raised. I never heard anyone calling, their kids mommy.
But it's different
or
when a
daddy.
mom calls their son. But you do it. It was a little bait. Like Ariana's not even 4 years old, and I call her daddy. But as she gets old, of course,
Is this an Italian thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was playing softball a few years ago, and my friend Peter was also Italian from Long Island. He was playing. I had just met him. We just kind of hit it off. We were talking, both Italian, both from New York. And what ended up happening was we were joking around, and then it was my turn to go out in the field. He goes, "All right, mommy, go get him." And I just turned around, I looked at him, and I started laughing. I go, "Did you just call me mommy?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, right? You're Italian, you get it, right? I go,
Yeah.
My mother calls me mommy, and I'm 36 years old. I thought my mom was the only mom that did that. He goes, "No, my mom's been calling me mommy for years." So now the joke is, me and him, every time we see each other, we call each other mommy.
No, I
Because
think
you know how listen, us Italian guys, we're mushes, right? We're sensitive, we're emotional. It's Italian guys are, but we love with the women in our lives, right?
Of course.
I don't know, Freddie.
your reference.
Freddie, do you? I mean, you're not Italian. You're Italian, but have you heard of that? No, and he's old school.
Yeah. I guess I think you're beyond old school then, I guess. I don't know.
No.
I think you're like before old school. It's like before, it's like BC before Christ.
Oh, it's a family.
Right.
It's a family thing.
Yeah, I think it's a family thing.
No, because I watched the Housewives of New Jersey
AKA
and New York.
the word family.
And they're Housewives of New Jersey. Yeah. They're all Italians, and I've never heard anything.
Yeah, we're
Sorry?
the real Italians, cuz
it's a mob thing. Oh, it's a mob thing.
it's the.
We got a couple of surprises in 2020.
Yeah.
Italian.
Oh, that's.
You guys brought it up yet?
No, we didn't yet. I don't think we
want to
should
lead.
right now, right?
Yeah, we want you to lead. You want to lead.
We'll make it a surprise for everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a big.
We want to have you on as our guest.
And we're moving
next
our
year.
time too to late in the evening, so you'll be able to come on our show.
So that's an awesome thing.
Why don't we do a duo one night? We do a guy thing and a Hemboka show together.
At this collab, yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Producers like, what the hell are you talking about?
No, it's a family thing.
Producer about it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's here, he's listening to you, so don't say anything.
Okay.
Tell me how you really
You're
feel.
on the speaker. Don't talk bad about him.
At 3:35, you can tell me how you really feel.
No, I was I was mentioning before you called in. You know, there's a CDC newsroom on the lung injury associated with e-cig or vaping products. You know, the new nasal. It's an outbreak.
The vitamin E. What was it?
Yeah.
In reference to?
Yes, the vitamin E.
Yeah, I think there's more. I don't know. There's just more to it than I think.
Well, they're doing reports.
They're
This is the actual, you know, the findings. You know, the resources are from FDA resources and the
I'm pretty
CDC.
sure they're going to find that the type of oil that's being used, or what's in it, any chemicals, or how the vaping some of the devices are made. Mm-hmm. You know, with the particles that were breaking away and burning off.
Right,
and
right.
You know, getting into the lungs of people.
It's very dangerous. There's been a lot of these situations happening lately.
No, it has, and it says here the Evali. It's
That's great.
it's EVALI. It's initials for e-cig or vaping products used associated lung injury cases. So Evali.
Do you know they came up with that acronym about 4 months ago? Officially,
Okay.
yeah.
This is my
So it's
first
new.
time.
Yeah, no.
You know, trying to pronounce it.
No problem.
Evali cases. No.
What?
Continued home case study of your massage oil, and I love it. Seriously, I just want to let you know I've been using it pretty much every day, and it's been unbelievable. Actually, now I'm using it as needed because, as you know, I have some issues with my back, but most recently a pinched nerve.
Yeah.
In the last 4
Right.
days, I have zero pain with the pinched nerve. It's like gone.
Wow.
It's pretty awesome.
That is awesome, and we're so happy that
we're
you're
really happy to hear
Yeah,
that.
to hear that.
Thank you so much for your support and your honesty.
Yes, and I remember your mom was talking about her using the massage oil also. That's helped her. So yeah, we appreciate your support, you and your family. That's huge.
It works. It works, and so everybody's listening out there. The massage oil is excellent. Smells great too.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
more importantly, it definitely helped with the inflammation. Because I had a bulging
Right.
disc, so the doctor told me,
There it is.
you have to get the inflammation down so that
Yeah.
this could slip into place. And
Yeah.
I guess that's what happened. I mean, I'm going to the gym again. Great.
That's awesome.
No, we had a few other. We had a few
Yes.
other customers. We found out that it was
Yes.
helping with their bulging neck syndrome.
Right.
But,
Yeah, so
because we have
anyone that wants to go on our website and
Yeah.
check out our massage oil, go on our website, hempboca.com. Right now we're offering 10% holidays discount.
type in
Type in holidays. You can type it in lowercase, or
it doesn't matter, just holidays.
Just holidays for your 10% discount.
I got some banging on the roof. I think Santa.
Oh, well, you've got to go. Yes.
Wow,
We are gonna take a-
You must be really good on the. You must have been a really good boy and have been on top.
Thank you so much, Joe, for calling in. We're going to take a break right now.
Wish you guys a safe flight. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Happy New Year. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you.
Love you too.
We love you too, Joe.
We'll definitely talk soon.
All right,
Yes,
pal.
you take care.
Love
Say
ya.
hi to aunts and uncles, moms and pops.
All right.
All right, bye, Joe.
Love you
Love
too.
you. All right, guys. That
All
was
right, well, we'll be
Mr.
right
Joe
back,
McNone from
yeah.
A Guy Thing. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hemp Boca. Products of purest natural ingredients and providing a safe alternative method for relief from many symptoms, creating a healthier lifestyle without the use of opioids. Use Hemp Boca products for improved mental health and overall well-being. It's safe, legal, and non-psychoactive. Our pure and high-quality CBD is from clean industrial hemp, then extracted slowly over days to produce the strongest and most effective products on the market, made in the U.S. with no synthetic ingredients. Committed to bringing our customers the highest grade CBD oil on the market. Our industrial hemp, it's organic with no solvents and pesticides, gluten-free, vegan, full spectrum, and third-party double lab tested. Our top priority is your health and wellness, and we are confident you will love our products and the amazing relief so you can enjoy the things you love to do. Try our products and start living a healthier lifestyle. Hemp Boca. Good health and good sense are two of life's greatest blessings.
One of the key principles we like to teach our members at Phil's Stock World is be the house, not the gambler. Stand around a casino, and every day you'll see thousands of people walk through the doors and play various games of skill and chance, and yet none of them are likely to ever be as rich as the person who owns the casino. That, over the long run, the odds are always in his favor. This is not gambling, it's a mathematical fact. How would you like us to teach you how to use this simple mathematical concept to turn investing from gambling into earning by teaching you to be the house? This is the key to learning how to be a true investor in the stock market and not just a hapless trader of stocks. Or, to sum it all up, we'll teach you to be the house and not the gambler.
Live in Boca Raton, Florida.
I'm Jean, and this is Chris.
Merry Christmas
Merry
Eve.
Christmas Eve, everyone.
We appreciate you, being with us today. As you can see, we're just no guests. We just wanted to be the two of us, kind of reminisce and kind of discuss some updated articles that came out in the cannabis industry,
and also, hopefully you guys are already homebound. Have all your presents ready.
Yeah,
food,
or you're traveling
with your family.
Be safe. Christmas and Hanukkah. This whole time of year is a time for, regardless of any ups and downs within family or what have you, personally, or it's about just loving each other and being with family and close friends and caring and giving back, and that's what it's all about. So there's nothing wrong with spending 48 hours in just recognizing those attributes of life.
Right.
And I think and try to make it something that you could do more often every year.
Right. And also, if you see someone who needs, who may be down on their luck, you can help them out a little bit here and there. You see them everywhere. You can't. Yeah. There's no denying that.
You do what you can, though.
Do what you can. I'm not saying going crazy, but you help out a little bit. One person, it can change their life. I mean, for that day, and you never know. Yeah,
no, it's true. It's so true. No. But we have, I think for 2020, like I vision us. I want to spend more time on like really educating consumers. Spend a lot of time on why, the differences between, CBD and marijuana, but also the benefits and why and
we'll do. Yes, I think we've done a pretty good job at that this year. We can dive into more. But I think for next year, we can get our professors and doctors more involved into the show where they have more of a
that will play a role in us giving as far as more education and
then we can chime in more of our project in Thailand since we're going to be going over there for a couple weeks.
So you found this article about the whole vaping, right?
This came from CDC Newsroom. It's an update number of hospitalized EVALI cases and EVALI deaths. EVALI is the e-cig or vaping product used associated with lung injury cases. And this is hospitalized EVALI cases as of December 17th, 2019. 2,506 cases of hospitalized EVALI was reported by all 50 states. Also the District of Columbia and 2 U.S. territories, Puerto Rico and U.S. Virgin Islands. And EVALI deaths as of December 17, 2019, 54 deaths has been confirmed in 27 states and the District of Columbia. I'm not going to name all the states, but it's, it's like half of the country here. And more deaths are under investigation. So, they say that as of December 3rd, CDC will only report hospitalized invalid cases and invalid deaths, regardless of hospitalization status. So if you want more updates on the investigation, you can go to www.cdc.gov/lung injury.
I've seen some articles how they reference so much about because of vitamin E, but I think it's going to be beyond. It's going to be way beyond that. It's so early anyway. There's. I think 2020 is going to be a full year of investigations into vaping.
Yeah.
And I believe that there'll probably be findings of chemicals, in these vaping oils. Unfortunately, there are people and companies out there that like to cut corners and or want to purchase or buy products or ingredients or what have you from overseas, and figured, okay, it's more profitable to put generics in there than the real thing, but then those generics will carry a lot of pesticides and metals and solvents that can harm people. But also I believe there's going to be investigation or in the vaping, some of the vaping devices.
No, there are right now. And this is one of the articles. It says e-cigs and youth. There's a lot of young people that is vaping and doing these e-cig cigarettes, and they think it's a cool thing and it's safe. Well, this is kind of what parents need to know kind of guide.
It's a trend. I don't think it's going to last, but I think anybody out there is still vaping. I mean, we're no doctors or anything like that. We just give advice, our own opinions. But if you're going to continue vaping, you should really focus on where or what type of products or metals are being used to make the vaping devices.
Yes,
where the oils are being made.
And also, the risk for youth. And it says most e-cigs contain nicotine, which is a highly addictive, tobacco product. Nicotine exposure during adolescence can, says, 1, harm brain development, which continues until about age 25. Impact learning, memory, and attention. Increased risk for future addiction to other drugs. So this is just not about, a cool thing. It's a habit. Addiction habit that can lead to other major.
I guess I may be naive.
drugs.
I don't know, but I came across a few people over the last year or two. I don't know, and their reasoning for vaping is that they're trying to stop smoking. And I'm not going to judge or anything, but I'm just trying to figure out how is that going to stop somebody from smoking where you have it's the same act. There's nicotine in it.
I don't think it stops them from smoking. I think it's just weaning them off of cigarettes and into
but
the
they're
e-cigs.
not improving, right?
No, I don't think so. I'm not a smoker, so I can't really tell you the difference between the two. But from what I'm reading and then what the articles, that came out, it's more dangerous than smoking the regular cigarette.
Yeah.
Even though they say smoking cigarette can cause cancer, but smoking e-cigs can cause death.
But I'm curious. So the CBD oil, like our oil, hemp oil. I'm only going to speak for our oil. Our oil is a little too thick to be used in any vaping devices. And even if it wasn't, we wouldn't recommend anyway to smoke it because
I'm not for e-cigs. That's why we do not carry.
We don't. Store. I just based on our research and when you smoke or inhale or however you vape, let's say, and you're trying to get that effect where whatever it's going to help you with.
Right.
If it does, it won't last very long because by the time it's in your system, it's in a smoke form. It's in a vaping form. It's not something. It's not the same as when you take CBD oil,
right?
And you put it under your tongue and 30, 60 seconds, what have you, and you take it sublingually where it's in your bloodstream and it absorbs well and it lasts longer and it's healthier and all that. So, you know, again, for those that are vaping and you're open-minded, and it is, whether it is for calming your nerves, or maybe you have some other types of pain or you know, symptoms, what have you, really, you know, read up on CBD oil. I mean, you can go to any website, but you know, make sure you're going to a reputable site where they're, you know, very detailed. You can go to hempboca.com. There's a lot of education there, material, but
well, actually go to this cdc.gov.
You can go to cdc.gov. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You
and
know, it's your
and you know, with young people, you know, it's the act of the e-cigs. It's not really, you know, helping calming nerves. It's just, it's a cool hip thing that they want to do.
Well, they're adults.
And
there are adults. There are adults that are using.
Well, we're talking about young people right now who are doing that. The young adult who doesn't smoke cigarettes, once they start smoking the e-cigs, this is what this article is saying, that it can lead them to smoke regular cigarettes.
Yeah, but you also have people out there that have the medical marijuana cards that are using e-cigs too.
Right.
You know, but on a medicinal purposes. You know, I mean,
that's a whole nother story. But it
could be a mixture.
Yes, but this right here, I mean, youth with e-cigs, it can really damage the brain cell, and with the addiction to other harmful addiction habits. Yeah, that's more important.
I got another story here. Here we go again. Two stories that just came out the last couple days. So we have a CBD retailer in Vermont that you know, closed on some contracts to provide you know, CBD products to these other companies there throughout, and you know, so unfortunately, this particular person, retailer who got caught, was writing bad checks that all kind of bounced and left, and you know, in purchasing the products and stuff, and left a lot of people hanging, a lot of companies hanging in, you know, in not getting their
vendors.
Funds. Yeah.
Writing out. Okay.
So, you know, we're talking in the tune of like anywhere from $50,000 each per check, or some a little less than that.
And your point is?
Writing. My point is, you don't know the point to this?
No. What's your point?
Unbelievable. Over
Where
the
are you
head,
going with this?
under the feet, over the head, under the feet.
Well,
no,
I mean,
I guess
faster, please.
So why faster? There's no need to rush. But anyway, here's the thing. Again, you know, we always talked about all these articles about the companies. We got another one that just came out a day or two or so about mislabeling. Okay. So what is the common denominator? Is that you getting, again, people that are trying to make a quick buck, and or, you know, taking advantage of the system when there's no regulations, there's no, you know. So excuse me, my co-host, she's a little distracted.
But look at that.
Yeah, that's
Freddie
nice,
just distracted me.
It's nice. But no, so you know, I'm glad that what I liked about this article is that, you know, people are speaking up now more than they have. And so it's, you know, when we need to get the bad apples out of this industry, because they're contributing to the stigma. They're contributing to consumers like yourselves or other businesses that are kind of like on the fence on wanting to do business in the CBD industry, which means when you have a company like Hemp Boca who's ethical and honest, and we're in your face and we help you and this and that. I mean, we could struggle in some areas in getting business or building relationships because you have other CBD companies that are doing things that they shouldn't, and they they ruin it for a lot of other people. You know, but I'm glad that
is true.
You know, that they're being caught and they're putting their names out there.
Okay, you're right. And
so, and why I like to know why wasn't that something of interest to you? Because you seem to. Do you understand?
No, you were just going so nonchalant and slow? I'm like, where are you going with this? It's like, okay, they wrote out bad checks, these vendors. Okay, that's their problem.
Okay.
What does that have to do with?
But you're in the industry. You should appreciate that article and know that, hey, it's good that they're with no regulations. It's good that there are companies out there that are.
But that has nothing to do with the quality of the product, does it?
No.
Writing bad checks to vendors?
No, but I didn't mention that, but it has to do with the fact that it does contribute to the stigma and the problems that are in the industry that can ultimately impact us too. So it's good to have these stories out there. It's good that things are being done.
Yes, but we were talking about health issues and versus writing bad checks.
Yeah, but it's another story.
I know because it's in the
story,
industry, right?
And we are on the Hemp Boca Show. I have to remind you that this is a cannabis show. Okay. So you talk about any articles that involve cannabis industry. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. And while you were talking about that interesting story, Freddie had put up on the screen which you missed. Can you do that again, Freddie? Look at that. Joe Mignoni says, my mom still calls me mommy.
Nice. Cousin right there. So he backs me up. He knows. No,
that is so cool. Did you do that? Or I thought they can just type in. That would be cool. They can just type in questions, right? And then we just read it off. Oh, that is so cool.
Well, we're going to go to our next break, and so we'll be back in.
Freddie's not ready yet.
What? We have like a minute. So
he's like, hold up. We just keep going until he's ready.
Well, eventually.
wait 1 second. So you gotta give him time to go into breaks.
Yeah. But I want us to talk about too. We haven't talked in a while of what customers can look for or think about or consider when buying CBD.
Yes.
I think we should recap on that because we do that. We did that a couple of times, not too much, and I think it's a good way of kind of segueing into the new year.
But I still want to touch base on these e-cigs because there are people who are smoking e-cigs with CBD oil in it also. Mm-hmm. It's little, but the CBD oil
then, at one point, why don't we also talk about ways of what to look for in buying e-cig products too, right? Customers going in there and buying, they need to have the understand the right questions to ask so they can understand where their products are being made, where the oil is coming from. Because in our research and stuff, we found that there are a lot of vaping oils that come from overseas.
That's great. So
right?
When we come back from
a
commercial,
I think Jean only wants to hear her voice today. We'll just let her. We'll let her ride for the last part of the show. We'll be right back in about 1 minute or so. Here's a break. Hemp Boca Show live in Boca Raton, Florida.
One of the key principles we like to teach our members at Phil's Stock World is be the house, not the gambler. Stand around a casino, and every day you'll see thousands of people walk through the doors and play various games of skill and chance, and yet none of them are likely to ever be as rich as the person who owns the casino. That, over the long run, the odds are always in his favor. This is not gambling, it's a mathematical fact. How would you like us to teach you how to use this simple mathematical concept to turn investing from gambling into earning by teaching you to be the house? This is the key to learning how to be a true investor in the stock market and not just a hapless trader of stocks. Or, to sum it all up, we'll teach you to be the house and not the gambler.
Experian Travel, a subsidiary of Cruise Planners Travel Advisor, is merely a selling agency and makes no warranty expressed or implied. Each cruise planners is individually owned and operated. Experian Travels and Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and a very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. Our travel advisors will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. We specialize in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation just for you.
While Chris is drinking
Yes.
his eggnog, Puerto Rican eggnog. This is the Hempoka
This is
Show.
very
I'm
good.
Jean, and this is Chris, my co-host. I'm sorry, Chris.
Thanks, Freddie. Thanks, Dawn, for what did he call it again? Coquito.
Coquito.
Coquito. I like that name. It's kind of this is very good.
He's been toast.
Well,
Yes. I still want to talk, get back into the e-cigs, with the youth. CDC, this is a CDC newsletter.
Yeah.
You can go on to cdc.gov/e-cigarette, and you'll have these articles that tells you what to look for and what to look, how parents, you as a parent or caregiver, what you can do to prevent or assist or support your child or a minor or a youth, because it's really an epidemic, almost. It's becoming an epidemic. You see deaths and hospitalized with these vitamin E oil that they use, and when it's heated up, it's I guess it's such a hazard to your lungs.
I think, I'd like to get your take on this, but you know how like the last week or two we were talking about how CBD is the most Google searched.
Yes.
Okay. I believe that what's contributing to that is what's going on in the vaping industry. I believe there are going to be a lot of customers looking for an alternative again.
Well, I
you know what I mean?
believe
that are
that,
in the
but I think
vaping.
it's a lot
I
of
think
the
it helps.
baby boomers that are looking for that, because I don't think they're into the e-cigs as much as the millennials and the the Generation X?
Well, Generation X is where we struggle with CBD products, but I believe Generation
That's what I
X
meant.
is big in the e-vape.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Well, you said millennials, but also the
I
baby
said millennials
boomers.
and no, I said a lot of research, a lot of Google search is probably more of the baby boomers rather than the millennials and the Generation X. The baby boomers are the ones with a lot of pains and aches and a lot of ailments that they want something. They don't want to take
Probably have
painkillers.
more. I wouldn't be surprised if you had more Generation X that are in the medical marijuana cards. It has the medical marijuana cards where you have the baby boomers and the millennials
Right.
understand CBD, and those are the groups of individuals that where most of the revenue come from or sales come from those two groups of people.
Right.
You know.
Yes.
So
That's within the next, I think, 2 years, they estimated for the CBD industry to go up as high as like in the billions of dollars.
Well, by 2027 now, it was 2025. It was.
They raised
They
it.
raised it because
It's such a drastic
because
change from
it's such a drastic change,
marijuana,
and now it's going to be close to
medical
30
marijuana
billion.
to CBD.
Right.
Let's talk about medical marijuana, because I think there's a lot of pros and cons about medical marijuana. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, just like with anything, with CBD too.
Yes, that. But as far as marijuana,
Yeah.
medical marijuana, now that I think they're cutting down on issuing, they're getting more strict with issuing medical marijuana cards as it was 3-4 years ago because of the liability. We weren't thinking of people smoking it and then driving or going to work because they have that legal medical marijuana card.
So you bring up a good point. So here's my take on that. When I know that there's a reason for and there's a purpose for everything we do, right? And I, of course, this is my opinion now. I respect and appreciate anyone who has a medical marijuana card. It's for it's what they believe they need to help them as far as their health, But for me, because of the research and what I understand, what I know about CBD or industrial hemp-derived products, is that when you look at the two in comparison, a lot of the reasons why people are taking medical marijuana are the same reasons why people, for the most part now, are taking CBD-derived products, industrial hemp, right?
Correct.
So then if someone were to ask me, well, Chris, what's the significant difference? And why do you think, what is the number one or top three reasons why you think people are taking medical marijuana? And number one for me is that people like to get high. They like to feel high. I do not believe, or I'm not convinced that the main reason is that it is to help them with their pain, let's say.
I disagree.
Or anxiety.
I somewhat disagree with that.
Because you can do that with high quality CBD oil without the high.
Well, we've only known of marijuana for what? Decades now.
Yeah, but it's the first and recognized.
Right, but not CBD. CBD was just discovered in 1992 in Israel. Not even the United States.
I wouldn't say, I can understand what you
mean by
that.
That has a THC. You can, it's half and half. I'm torn between, because there's a lot of people that medical marijuana has helped, that really needs help in that, as far as people with cancer. Mm-hmm. I mean, there has been case studies that helped.
Okay, so here's a question. You know how we just talk about the entourage effect, right? Mm-hmm. So the entourage effect is when you basically take, we'll just use a hemp plant, where goes through the extraction process and you come out with a nice quality product, what have you, and you do not disturb any of the cannabinoids. And the cannabinoids are kind of like ingredients in cooking something, whatever it is. But think of that way. THC is a cannabinoid. CBD is a cannabinoid. CBN, CBG, CBC, all these other things are cannabinoids. So when you have everything together, it's been declared where in case studies also that you get the most effectiveness from when you have everything still left in the plant,
right.
So you're not extracting anything. So a marijuana plant is anywhere from 20 to 45% more in THC.
That is correct.
But there are, I guess, articles and other doctors or what have you on that side of the spectrum that feel you would have a greater positive effect by taking medical marijuana for whatever ailments or symptoms you have, opposed to taking CBD product and not touching the natural cannabinoids that are created in the hemp plant. Do you agree, or do you believe that because there's more THC, that CBD and the other cannabinoids are more effective if you take marijuana, or do you?
We're not medical doctors or
don't have to be,
but
you can have your own opinion.
My opinion, I think it varies in, like we always say, not all CBD products are created equal, just like human beings. Not all human beings are created equal. Mm-hmm. So how CBD interacts with your body, it's totally different for each person. So unless we study that actual person, I mean, from weight, height, diet, mm-hmm. their regimen, their physical well-being, we would not know. And then the regimen of the CBD into their daily regimen, we would not know how it affects them without mm-hmm. documenting it daily. So if we can sit here and someone says, yes, they get good results from our product, yes, but we can't really go into medical detail of why does it, how did it affect them to make them
Why
feel.
do you think, because CBD, industrial hemp, right? I'm going to keep saying it because I strongly believe it is non-psychoactive. You can't get impaired. You can't overdose.
Well, actually, it is psychoactive.
Okay, but hold on a minute. Let me finish. Let me finish.
We have a couple minutes.
Yeah. No. So there are no stats of addiction, anything like that, using CBD.
Right.
Okay. But medical marijuana or marijuana, opioids, is through the roof. So we all preach about how we want to be healthy and safe and not do those things. But hold on a minute. So why is it that we have all these stats that none of us want to be a part of, right? Right. I don't, I'm not one anyway to overdose on something, or I'm not into drugs, or I don't have an addiction in drugs or anything like that. But it's a known fact that you can't get like that with using CBD or
I disagree.
High quality CBD.
I disagree.
But you're just talking about the psychoactive part.
But I disagree with what you're saying. Addiction, it is an addiction with the CBD, but it's an addiction of feeling good about yourself, feeling, having less pain, less inflammation, and less, whatever ailments you feel, getting a better sleep. It's that feeling of healthiness, of feeling like
you can perceive addiction in a different way. I'm talking about addiction not in a healthy way, because that's not.
Well, addiction is addiction in addiction itself. No. It is.
But my reference of addiction using medical marijuana and opioids is not the same as somebody saying, "Wow, I feel really, really good."
Because you're programmed to think the word addiction in a bad way.
Okay,
right?
So somebody who's on a diet, who loves fruits and vegetables, is that an addiction? Define addiction.
Well, if you use the word addiction, what do you think automatically? In a good way or a bad way?
No, it's a bad way.
Okay. So if you can be addicted to fruits and vegetables, addicted to being a vegan.
Right.
Is that considered bad?
Yeah, but I'm referencing addiction on medical marijuana opioids as a bad thing.
Right, but CBD.
What's the bad?
It's an addiction, addiction is the word that people are programmed to think of it as a negative. I'm trying to expand your mind to thinking of addiction in both ways. When you, for instance, when you say karma, automatically people think karma is, oh my gosh, is bad.
Well,
it's a
good
negative
and bad.
impact.
It could be good and bad.
Exactly. So it's the same thing with the word addiction. It could be good or bad, depending on how you want to convey to your listeners, customers, patients.
So what about psychoactive versus non-psychoactive?
Well, it is psychoactive, CBD, because it is psychoactive. It's actually changing the neurons of your brain to feeling better. Like, let's say you have a headache or a migraine, and you use CBD, just those massage oil. You use it in your temple and in your forehead, and it activates your mind, and it changes the chemicals of it to making the pain go away. Isn't that psychoactive?
It's alternating. Psychoactive means that you're alternating.
Oh, isn't that alternate?
No.
Altering.
I look at it this
not
way.
Alternating. It's altering.
Well, I look at it
Same
this way.
thing with sublingual.
This rum drink's really good, by the way.
Sublingual.
It really is. It's starting to. Yeah. I just. It's starting to psychoactive me.
There you go.
Hello.
So, let's end this. We're never going to see eye to eye to the same thing. and we don't expect to.
Oh,
but
stop
we
being-
will be.
No, come on, we're on a talk show.
we
It's
are-
good to be different. It's good- it's
I
good to
love
be
you
different.
as a, you know,
So
as a
listen,
best
so I wanna
friend
get- I wanna
partner,
get,
and we have
we have
like a
still
couple
3 or
minutes.
4 minutes
I just
left.
want to end it with a happy note. You know, it's almost to the end of the year, and it's Christmas Eve. Time to be jolly.
Gene.
What did you want to? Did you want to say something?
This is a great conversation. Relax.
No, it is.
Chill out. We have a few minutes. It's the last. We're at the end of the year. It's.
I
want
to just wrap up just on the 2019.
You really don't like
know?
this rum?
You don't?
No, you. You don't like it, huh?
No, it's.
really
I don't like
It's
eggnog.
too sweet. So
yeah, it's a sweet drink and it's.
So listen,
creamy.
we are about to leave the country on a business trip, and soon, probably what?
Yes.
Beginning of the year.
Yes, Phil Davis. Yes, our partner from Phil Stock World. He is on his way to the airport right now,
Yeah.
and
So-
I wonder how the traffic is
So
going to be
after our-
on 95.
We still got our New Year's Eve show to do, and then after that,
Yes.
on our way.
Yes.
You know.
You thought
You
about
forgot
that.
that,
You had
right?
to think about that, huh?
No, I'm just amazed that we're going back to Thailand.
Too much
again.
eggnog.
Yeah, it was,
Don, how did you?
And, it was like it was only like equivalent to like an ounce.
It's
like 2 like a
altering his
shot.
mind.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
No, all kidding aside
we,
though, but
you know, yes.
we have a lot. We have a lot coming up. You know, really be proud. I want to thank you for all that. You know, just again being my best friend and business partner, and all the things that we've accomplished together. You know, we've had ups and downs, but you and I, I think we have great synergy. We're great partners.
Yes.
We're a great team.
Yes,
And we always
we
break
are.
through anything that comes our way.
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't want anybody else beside me, and I'm proud to be standing beside you.
Likewise. Thank you very much for the kind
So,
words. I rarely
and,
hear them, but thank you. You had to do it on air.
Actually, okay. Hold on a minute. That is so not true. She took the words out of my mouth. Let me tell you about that. No. But
No.
so I'm looking forward for another great year with you, and
Yes.
Dawn and Freddie. We love both of you very much.
Yes,
and,
we do.
We
And we
appreciate
wish
you
you
believing in us.
Healthy, happy, prosperity.
Yes. The
for
Brooklyn Cafe show every day from 12 o'clock
To
to 2. You must see, follow them. They're beautiful people.
And
We
then
love them. They're family.
Right after their show at 2:30 to 3:30 is the Hemp Boca show.
Yes. Well, we may be moving
It's going
our
to be from 6 to 7
Yeah, we may be
every
moving our time.
Tuesday.
So, and so we're going to be taking the month of January off, and we're going to do some restructuring, rethinking. We want to continue to improve our show, and we'll,
Yeah, we may be spending most of our time in Thailand because
Yeah.
due to the project. And
yeah. And we may broadcast from there.
yes,
May do a show from there. But you know, Gene and myself, we want to wish you and your family a wonderful Christmas, Happy New Year. God bless,
And
Happy
Happy
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas, and we thank you
Be
so much for
safe.
being with
anyone
us.
who's
and-
traveling on the road or on
Yeah.
plane, whatever, or bus, trains.
Yeah.
What is that?
Planes,
Was that
trains,
plane,
and
trains, and automobiles. Be safe.
Yeah.
And be jolly.
All right.
Happy New Year.
Take care.
And Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Happy Hanukkah.
One of the key principles we like to teach our members at Phil's Stock World is be the house, not the gambler. Stand around a casino, and every day you'll see thousands of people walk through the doors and play various games of skill and chance, and yet none of them are likely to ever be as rich as the person who owns the casino. That, over the long run, the odds are always in his favor. This is not gambling, it's a mathematical fact. How would you like us to teach you how to use this simple mathematical concept to turn investing from gambling into earning by teaching you to be the house? This is the key to learning how to be a true investor in the stock market and not just a hapless trader of stocks. Or, to sum it all up, We'll teach you to be the house and not the gambler.
Experian Travel, a subsidiary of Cruise Planners Travel Advisor, is merely a selling agency and makes no warranty expressed or implied. Each cruise planners is individually owned and operated. Experian Travels and Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and a very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. Our travel advisors will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. We specialize in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation just for you.
Hemp Boca. Products of purest natural ingredients and providing a safe alternative method for relief from many symptoms, creating a healthier lifestyle without the use of opioids. Use Hemp Boca products for improved mental health and overall well-being. It's safe, legal, and non-psychoactive. Our pure and high-quality CBD is from clean industrial hemp, then extracted slowly over days to produce the strongest and most effective products on the market. Made in the U.S. with no synthetic ingredients. Committed to bringing our customers the highest grade CBD oil on the market. Our industrial hemp, it's organic with no solvents and pesticides, gluten-free, vegan, full spectrum, and third-party double lab tested. Our top priority is your health and wellness, and we are confident you will love our products and the amazing relief so you can enjoy the things you love to do. Try our products and start living a healthier lifestyle. Hemp Boca. Good health and good sense are two of life's greatest blessings.